What's going on, y'all? Brandon Bronson here. I planned on the next video being something a little lighter, since the last one was a bit more serious, but man, that's just not where my head or my heart are at right now. To be honest, I've been disassociating really badly for the past week. It's starting to get hard to figure out exactly what's real. So let's talk a bit about the miasma. Right out the gate, let me just say that I started seeing a new therapist, so if you're feeling the way that I do, then maybe therapy's something that you need to look at too, but we'll circle back to that. The miasma is what I like to call that place you're at when you're depressed. When you're feeling hopeless, when your hopes and dreams all feel impossibly far away if you've even still got them. The world is cold, the colors are dull, the food is bland, the music is monotone, and the buzzing inside of your head is consistent. I knew I was wading through the miasma when I decided I wanted to start doing this again. I knew that it could get deeper at any moment, but I guess I wasn't prepared for the bottom to drop out like it did. It's kinda funny how life works like that sometimes. So what is disassociation? If you're asking me that question, well, first of all, let me just say how much I envy you. According to the top Google result, it's a mental process of disconnecting from one's thoughts, feelings, memories, or sense of identity. To explain what that looks like for me, basically for the past week, I haven't really felt like I'm in my body. It feels a lot more like I'm playing The Sims, telling myself what to do and then watching myself do it while I'm zoomed way out on the map. Like, on the surface, everything looks fine. I'm engaging in conversations, I'm able to go to work and do my job, I can smile and joke, and I'm even able to write this script talking about disassociation right now. But I'm not really here. I'm sure at some point I'm gonna think about how much of a brain fuck the sensation of writing this script is, but man, we're just not there yet. This ain't my first rodeo. I've had disassociative episodes for the better part of a decade, if not longer. And you know, I first realized I was depressed when I was in the 4th grade. I know I've been in worse mental states than I'm in right now, and I've gotten out of them just fine. I've gotten real good at grounding myself by trying to focus on the things I can sense. By practicing deep breathing exercises, by going for a walk, or lifting a dumbbell, or talking to a friend, or making a piece of art. But man, sometimes that just ain't enough. Sometimes you can do whatever you can to distract yourself, surround yourself with people who care, but you're still in the miasma. You're still not in your body. So what do you do then? Well, there's no two ways about it. If you're able to, you go to fucking therapy. I told you I'd circle back to that. The stigma around therapy has gotten a lot better in my lifetime. Hell, it's gotten a lot better since I started making videos, and that's something that I am very grateful for. But it's still incredible to me how many folks I've talked to still hem-haw therapy in the year of our Lord 2024. And if I can be honest with myself, it's incredible how much I tried to hem-haw myself out of getting back into therapy after 3 or 4 years on my own. Which is weird, because you'll never meet a more pro-therapy person than me. With very few exceptions, I think that it is always a good idea to get into therapy. We've all got our own unique baggage that we're lugging around from our past, our present, and if you don't have any yet, then the future has got you covered. You can work out, talk to friends, you can focus on your job and your hobbies, you could do all the other things right, but sometimes that's just not enough, you know? Sometimes you need to address the things that are going on inside of your head. Otherwise, they're going to fester, and they're going to blossom into problems. Those problems are going to affect you. Eventually, they'll affect the people you care about. Sometimes you need to talk to someone who has that fancy piece of paper that says, I know what the fuck I'm doing, and that's okay, you know? A lot of us were raised with the idea that we had to be able to do it all on our own. We had to shut ourselves down, put our noses to the grindstone, and settle our shit on our own. And that's a load of horse shit. We're humans, you know? We're a communal species. That's why we crave friendship. That's why we fall in love. That's why we get that natural urge to help the people we care about. We need to be able to ask for help sometimes. When you've got no hope, when you've got no ambitions, when you're doing things just because you have to do them, When you don't feel real, that's the point when you reach out and ask for help. And hey, maybe you're not fortunate enough to be able to get into therapy. I acknowledge that I'm fucking privileged to have this option. But what do you do then? You don't fucking seclude yourself, that's for sure. I learned that one the hard way. You can't lose yourself to the miasma no matter how hard it gets. I haven't felt real, but I'm forcing myself to make this video. I don't have the motivation to clock into work, but I'm still doing it. I'm only getting out of bed right now because you can't stay in bed all day, but, you know, sometimes that's enough. You can't stay in place for too long or you get stuck. Don't get my words mixed up. Absolutely take the time you need to rest, to relax, to collect your thoughts, but you gotta keep moving at some point. It's okay to move at your own pace, to limp, to need to lean on someone else. It's okay to take a breather, to stop along the journey and look back at where you've been. It's okay to stop along the journey and look at what's ahead. It's okay to stop along the journey and just... Really, Train? It's okay to stop along the journey and just acknowledge where you are. But at some point, you gotta move forward. If you've related to anything I've said in this video, first of all, I'm sorry to hear that. I know it can be hard to be stuck in that place, but it does get better. If you can't believe that right now, then that's okay. Just know that I believe it enough for the both of us, and I got plenty of that belief left over to spare, yeah? Pope Brandon Brownson, signing out.